welcome to part 2 of Hair Adventures. If you missed part 1, where are you at, bro? But I'll give you a quick recap. I was bottle black with a little bit of bleachy blue in the front, and this is my adventure to hopefully get to like Snow White hair. Yeah, this is part 2. Again, I'm scared because I'm using stuff that I've never used before, but I'll show you what we're doing now. So excuse the greasy hair, but this is what it's like now. It's like ginger spice circa 1997. It's coppery at the ends because I stripped it and bleached it, and then obviously the front bit, which had bleach on before, is sort of the colour that I want it to be. Today what we're going to do is we're going to coconut oil it again. That's currently on the stove. I just use this stuff. It's from the local like ethnic food shop. I saw this in I saw this in Marks and Spencer's, and this size, might have even been smaller, was £5. So, and I paid £1.59. So shop around for this stuff. You'll definitely get it cheaper, not on the high street sort of place. So I'm going to smother that on my hair, and I'm going to leave that for an hour, maybe a little bit longer, and then I'm going to apply the bleach like I did last time on top of the coconut oil because it worked really well and my hair did not feel fried, and that is what I want. My hair still feels super strong and like the ends feel crispy, but that's because they need cutting basically. I haven't had my hair cut since September. So I'm going to use professional style bleach. This is the bit that I'm really scared about because I've never used this before. I'm going to use the cream peroxide in 40% because I still need to strip a lot of this out of my hair, hence why I've gone for the strongest developing cream. They also did a 20% and a 30%, so if I use this again I'll probably use the 30%. And I also went for blue bleaching powder. They also had green, which had a pine scent. I think that would smell like a toilet. And they had white, and I used blue because again, blue, orange is gonna battle it out and hopefully whiten my hair. And then the last step is going to be toning. Hopefully I will get to tone it properly with semi-permanent hair dye tonight. Hopefully it will be stripped enough and white enough for me to do that, to have a good effect. If not, I'm going to use the same toner as I'd used before, which was the Jerome Russell one in silver. And basically all that did was take away, I know this sounds silly, but it took away quite a lot of the orangeness, so it gave me quite a natural ginger colour rather than, oh my god, her hair has been bleached and looks awful ginger. So that's that part. I'm just going to do the coconut oil, and then you can join me again for the bleaching part in an hour or so. So I am ready for bleaching. I'm all prepped in my t-shirt. This is just an old uni one that I wear for bed, so I'm not that bothered by wrecking it. I am now going to mix up the bleach in front of you. So I am using Lansilk blue bleach powder, and this was like £2.99 for 80 grams. Didn't want to get too much because like I didn't know if I was going to continue using this sort of bleach for my hair. I might just go back to using like bog standard hair dye. I used to use is it L'Oreal Preference? I used to use that one, really liked it in Stockholm Blonde. Ugh. I feel like I should have got scissors for this. Let's move the phone away. So yeah, it comes in a little sachet. I'm just gonna snip the corner off. I'm gonna use measuring cups These are your bog standard American standard measuring cups. So I'm using 1/4 of a cup of the powder. Obviously I will wash these very, very carefully in hot, boiling water before I use them for any food consumption. And I'm just mixing it in a good old bowl. I feel like I should have my gloves on now. Calls for heavy duty rubber gloves. So I'm gonna now use the developer. This is 40%, as I said earlier. Just check it doesn't have like a little seal on it. And it says for every 1 part of powder, 2 parts developer. So squeezing one of them in. And another one. And I am now immediately going to go put this in the sink. And I'm going to carefully combine it just using the brush. And we shall see how this works. So that's what it looks like at the end. Just looks like your bog standard bleach, really. So I'm gonna go slap this on my head and join me in a whatever. So the bleach is on. I worked it through the lengths first because obviously that's the area that I really wanted to focus on the colour stripping. So that was sort of rubbed in, and then I put a little bit on my roots but not a lot. I just had some left over, so it's not a root. I don't really have any roots at the moment because I only did the first part 2 weeks ago. So yeah, it's on and it's now 20 past 7, so I'm going to check it every 10 minutes. It does say leave it on for 35 minutes. I don't think I'm going to need that, so I'm going to check it every 10 minutes. I'm going to check it at 1/2 past, see what's going down, and then yeah, we shall wash it out and see how the toner part goes. Thanks, bye. And this is the result from the bleaching. So I left it on for the maximum amount, so I left it on for probably just over 35 minutes by the end. I kept checking it every 10 minutes and it just wasn't lightening and it wasn't lightening, and I thought, no, I'm not going to risk it. So I washed it out. It's not as light as I thought it was going to be honest with you. I thought it would go a little bit lighter than this, but you know, slow and steady wins the race. I am going to tone it using the semi-permanent hair dyes because my thought is, because I'm using a mixture of white toner from Directions, hopefully that will cling to this bit, and then I'm using silver by Crazy Colour, and I'm hoping that just sort of like clings to this bit. I don't know. I'm just crossing my fingers basically, and but what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix half and half into the same old bowl that I used before, which is nicely washed out. If I can open the seal. So I'm just going to scoop out that to the bowl. And squeeze a load of this in. They're the same colour. I was not expecting the silver to be the same colour. Okay. Mixy, mixy, mixy. And I'm just gonna don the gloves and just slap it on like shampoo. I'm not that bothered because it's a toner. Oh, actually, I'm gonna add this in because it doesn't look a lot, so I'm gonna add the Jerome Russell in. Cloud Lock. Let's see what that does to it. So I'm just gonna bung it on like a shampoo. If I was dyeing it a bold colour, I'd apply it like a proper hair dye. Let's see what this does. So it's very purple. Exciting. So I'm going to go slap this on my head and we'll see what happens. So this is what it looks like the morning after. It's dead frizzy because I tried to dry it so it would be nice and wavy, but it just didn't dry properly, so that was like 14 hours ago and it's still wet. The joys of having thick hair. So it's definitely like a honey blonde now. It is a lot lighter than what it was, but up here, this sort of like silvery colour here is what I want the whole head to be by the end. So I reckon it's going to take another 2 bleachings, maybe 3 to get that colour. It doesn't feel unhealthy at all, it feels damp, but it doesn't feel rough. I think the coconut oil is definitely working its magic. And yeah, I'm going to probably do another bleaching session in 2 or 3 weeks and keep doing my weekly coconut oil treatment as well, because that is definitely helping. So yeah, stay tuned for the next adventure. If you've liked this video, please give me a big thumbs up and leave a comment below, and if you've really enjoyed it, then hit that subscribe button. So until next time, bye!